We are
Shay live. We live.
live. What's going on, man?
Wow, this is the first time like me and you just got on without like talking really before. So it's like usually we have like a whole
Yeah, but I think
dialogue.
this is better because we talk about too much shit when we talk, and then we lose the shit. Like so many times we talk about stuff, and I'm like, damn, that would have been way better for the thing. And now we've kind of ran through it. The jokes don't hit the same. That was even what I was saying, like putting like putting the show in like segments is better because I started realizing I'm like, yeah, like to an extent, like unless you really care about us, no one gives a fuck. So like,
No, and yeah, and
get
at
to
the
the
end of
shit
the
they
day,
care about.
and it's also easier to edit and easier to clip out.
Yeah, I know.
I'm saying it for you. I'm saying good
I
for
know, I
you.
know,
I'm
I know.
saying good for you.
I know. I'm
This is like I
figuring
don't
out a
know.
sensible way. That's why I was like, even doing these as lives kind of helps because at least you have it's you do it. It's done. It's
It's
up.
done. It's up there.
Yeah, it's
There's
not.
no more having a
Yeah, and it just
There's
makes
no
more
more.
sense.
There's no more. Hey, cut this shit out.
That's why I'm not gonna lie to you. I was really annoyed because I thought about it after the fact when we were talking about the last one where you were like, I have something for you. And then we had that whole conversation. I was like, well, let me just cut it. And you were like, no, keep this in there. I thought about it after. I was like, fuck him. I have to cut this out anyway. You're just making more work for me. Fuck you.
The thing about it is that wasn't even your thought later. That was your thought in the moment.
No. In the
Like,
moment, I would have said it. I was more mad because it was one of those things where a nigga says something to you, and then you'd be like, wait, what? You don't think about it.
You were trying to get it out. I was like, no. I was like, no, it's best we record this.
And then I was like, for what? It's getting cut.
I know it's getting cut. I just felt like, hey, let's just say
the nigga who doesn't have to edit it felt like, fuck it. Why don't
see what I'm saying? You were the nigga who houses.
I can't say
the
shit.
Nigga
though.
who houses and pays
Nick is
the
the
whole
editor.
to come and help. And the reason the nigga who houses and pays the nigga
Nick is
who
the
follows us around to shoot and everything like that.
No, you're not wrong.
I understand.
No, I get it. So how much does he do that in comparison to how much I edit?
Wait, what is it? What is that?
No, I'm just saying.
No, fuck that.
I'm getting at the. I'm not gonna play the. No, I'm not gonna play the like. Well, yeah, but it's like that. But I'll tell you this: that Mardi Gras shit, that was the game changer because that was a lot of shit. That's why I was like, now me and Nick are probably at like normal level of editing because that shit was insane. By the way, we have a Mardi Gras episode coming. It's very good.
Yeah, we do.
11 hours of footage.
So you've been holding anger inside of things.
No. I think about it's a lot of shit I gotta do, man. And so it's just like sometimes it gets like and then on top of that, let's be real. It's like the IG hasn't been as and blah blah and all that. That's why I just be like, when there's little shit that doesn't have to be done, why the fuck am I doing it? And speaking of that, we got another minute for this, and then we'll be at 4 minutes, and then we need to go to something else.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh shit. See, you're keeping it going. You're keeping it going. Hold on one second, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say, if you want to share the screen, if you have any stuff, or send me the stuff that you want to share. How did you get the videos?
I mean, I just have them in the notes.
Okay, so share the note now in that thing, so then that way I can share that screen.
Okay. All right.
So what's the you want to start first, or you want me to start first?
You can start first. Go ahead. I'll just share this note with you right now, and then because you have the thing.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Exit full screen. So
wait, because you just said no, the Instagram's not popping off how it should. We're hitting a stagnant.
Well, also my account got taken down, which was actually very odd. Remember that? You didn't know about that? Mike,
you don't talk. You haven't talked. We haven't had a note.
My Instagram got pulled.
What happened?
I don't know.
What am I supposed to? I fucking call you and tell you all the times when I'm going through things, when stressful shit's happening. I try to reach out to you. You're like, oh, I'm in the doctor. Oh, I'm busy.
Wait
Oh, I
till you
can't
hear
talk
what
right now.
happened.
Me and you used to talk every fucking day. Now I don't even know when your shit gets taken. What is going on?
My Instagram got taken down, and I was like, "What the fuck is happening here?" I woke up at 6 a.m. It was gone, and I'm like, "Okay." But this was crazy. You know how you never noticed, right? So this is how you never noticed. It went away. I hit up everybody I knew under the sun who was like, I close to Instagram and anything. I'm like, yo, I need your man over Facebook. I need to did all of this. And then I did the appeal thing because I guess they had an appeal, like, were we wrong or whatever the fuck. Bro, by the time I left the gym at 9:45, I had an email from Meta like, oh, hey, we made a mistake. Sorry about that. Your account's back up. And I was just like, there's some weird shit. And why did this even happen? It's almost like somebody flagged me for something and then they checked it and then I came back. But the weird thing was no one gets back that fast.
Yeah, but did they give you what post was it that they flagged?
Was like, no post. Said your account is something about practices of Instagram.
Oh, somebody reported you.
Yeah, something like that.
Somebody probably reported you a couple of times. It was Puffy.
You think it was the Puffy stuff?
It was the Puffies.
You think it's the kids? I mean, come on, everybody's calling your dad come on.
I mean, here's my thing. You got a call months ago. Somebody was like, "Hey,
who called me?"
Your boy.
Oh, Ruckus. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, and so maybe I don't know. I'm just being extra.
No, I know you want me to take the bait. I'm not going to take the bait, but I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm so ready. And speaking of that, fuck. No, okay. No, I'm kidding. I'm not taking.
I was like, what? No,
I was just all the bait all at once.
Take it.
Fuck everybody.
Okay.
So check this out. Boom. 7 minutes and 19 seconds in. There we are. No, now the mic is gone. Now the mic is back. Okay, so here was the first thing I saw that made me go, where is it? Okay. Teenage boys are going absolutely nuts in movie theaters during the new Minecraft movie. Check this out.
Yeah.
Have you seen this?
Yeah.
It's the latest rallying cry for millions of moviegoers.
You can hear the audio too, right?
Yeah.
Those two little words sending teenage fans of a Minecraft movie into a frenzy, resulting in screaming, popping, and throwing.
These Gen Zers are fucking clowns.
Through the air. In at least one case, the police have gotten involved, escorting some of the offenders out of theaters. So what is a chicken jockey? The official definition, a child zombie who rides a chicken, of course. This morning, that craze around chicken jockeys causing one movie theater in New Jersey to take matters into its own hands, instituting a new policy. Minors will now have to have a parent or responsible adult with them if they want to watch the film.
So they just hit what?
Yes.
Wait. They turned it into a rated R movie?
Baby, bro, that's what I'm saying. So it shows you how so you're telling me with an industry that is dying, now kids can't even go see a rated G movie.
Well, let me tell you, before they said New Jersey, I was going to say this actually feels like those couple of clips that they got feel like those were from my towns that I went to high school in. Like a 1 square mile town. Yeah. All the kids after school are like, we're going to see motherfucking the new movie. What's it called?
Minecraft.
Roblox. Oh, Minecraft. We're going to see Minecraft.
We're so
just
old.
Like how all the kids went to see fucking Infinity War. And how everybody went to see Endgame, and we were screaming when Captain America got the thing and everything. Like it's oh man, that's really Minecraft is really these kids' things. It's gonna make $1 billion.
It's gonna do better than Snow White. I'll tell you that.
Back to Zegler, whatever. What's her name? Yeah.
Problem. That's her name.
Disney's problem.
Fan of Gaza. Disney's problem. Are you a friend of Disney or a friend of Gaza? Because if you're a friend of Gaza, you're Disney's problem.
You're Disney's problem.
You're Disney's problem.
You know, Mr. Weinstein. Also, bro,
Gaza, Disney's friend.
No. I almost started going into it. Yeah. Also, you have to watch the studio, bro. I cannot get over.
Everybody says it's so good,
bro. It's Seth Rogen's. He's gonna be doing this for years. Seth Rogen's gonna win an Emmy. Like he's like this is the next show that I'm like. You know how Severance came around, and now everybody loves Severance, and this is it, man. That studio is one of them ones.
Can I be honest though? Even when it comes to Severance, my problem with Severance is they got way too fucking what's the word? They got way too fucking artsy with that show. Like I loved season 1. I thought it was so good.
I agree with you 1,000%.
Yeah, because it was like they went and it was like, oh, this storyline and these niggas on the ground and they doing what? Ooh! And then season 2 come in. All of a sudden, does no one work at Lumen? These niggas are just walking all around,
it's just
fucking in the offices, doing all kind of crazy shit. And then on top of that, now I don't even know what the fuck it's about.
So it started becoming lost. Like, so when I was like, oh, this is going to be a story where they're never going to be able to successfully tell everyone everything that's going on. Like, there's always going to be like, why were they sacrificing that goat? Or like, there's always going to be something that you're going to be like, but that doesn't, like I feel like they've built themselves into a corner. Like the only show that was able to really like put themselves in corners like this, Breaking Bad, everything was still like
right.
Like they're going lost crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
That
is true. Yeah,
Ben Stiller is also being very What's the smug version of artistic?
Yeah, I know. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. He's being a film elitist.
Yeah, like
it's like, dude, like no bullshit. Like even see, because I'd be looking at the shit. I'd be looking at the color palettes, all that kind of stuff, and you just see, and it's amazing because you see filmmakers go, oh my god, Severance is blah blah, and I'm like, right. But like you're so in your own head about how great what you're making is that nigga, you forgot that there's supposed to be a storyline.
There's supposed to be a story.
And every week we're supposed to learn a little bit more about this story.
And see, and there goes, and that might be a testament to how much money Apple has. Because
they lost $1 billion in making new IPs
that's a testament. Year. Like if they were like, yo, no, Ben, get it together. Come on, we gotta fit. Like, there's a reason this man's an auteur. He did Tropic Thunder. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
he did Fun with Meet Polly. He did some of the greatest movies. But I think he had a time limit. Like I think that because he also did Cable Guy.
Yeah, but I also think he was. I think Ben Stiller is one of those guys who's really funny, ha 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 ha. But like. He's not that guy when you're probably around him all the time.
No,
he's probably a lot more serious.
Story time. Okay, so on Joker, our editor was telling me a story because I think he did work on Tropic Thunder or something like that. And he was like, we were at a post party, and I was talking to Ben Stiller, and he was like, I'm excited to meet Ben Stiller and everything. And he was like, Ben Stiller was the most insulated asshole I've ever met. Like he was. This is not me saying it. I still love Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller, you never did nothing to me to make me be like you're an asshole. But the story I heard was that like he's in no way like he's like very like off guarded. But like I understand I can see it since he was a child.
And you not only that, my father is somebody. So I've been
my mother
and father is somebody. And then on top of that, I am really this good at what I do. And also, guess what? In my head, I know I can do all this, and you keep telling me to do fucking Blue Steel. Suck a dick.
Yeah.
Like, and that's like I feel like when you look at every even like Adam Sandler, I've seen Adam Sandler in person. When you see Adam Sandler in person, a lot of times Adam Sandler just looks depressed.
Yeah.
And tired. But I also get it because it's like I'm not a fucking goofy person all the time. And you got to think how many people probably go, oh, it's and start doing the like, but it's like, I'm not doing this today. So it's almost better for me to always be like this. Like stale face, because the second Ben Stiller starts having fun, other people want to have fun with him.
It's true.
You know what I mean? I only know you as a clown. And that's like something that a lot of comedians I've noticed, like the ones who just aren't naturally think about it. Dave Chappelle, that's probably why he went to Africa. Because he probably was like, I don't want this. They're laughing at me, not with me.
Yeah,
so I'm going to leave. And now when we see Dave Chappelle, it's a whole different, like most people, unless they were really like tone deaf, would not walk up to a man like Dave Chappelle and be like quote one of his like, what the 5 fingers say to the face? Like he demands a bit more respect than that.
Well, he went and got buff first and foremost.
That helps too.
Like that nigga got fucking swole his head. Like so like first thing he was like, because I was skinny. You motherfuckers thought you could just come up to me and say, he had a whole joke about, he was like, Mickey Mouse was like, he said when he was at Disney World with his kids, and he was like, Mickey Mouse said, I'm Rick James, bitch. And then I uppercut Mickey Mouse. He was like, because everybody just thinks it's okay to come up to me and fucking make this joke. And it's like, come on, man, I'm with my kids. Don't call me a bitch in front of my kids, man.
And that's one sketch. Like it's one sketch. It's like a drop if I like
Rick James cursed that man.
Man. Well, cold-blooded.
So we say all that to say Minecraft is going to be making $1 billion. Jack Black is steroids. Jack Black and Chris Pratt. Who else can make like $1 billion? Like who else are the companies going to go grab an IP? No, he's Mario.
Okay.
But I'm just
wait. Chris Pratt is Mario?
Wait. You didn't know that?
No.
You had no clue that Chris Pratt was Mario in the $1.3 billion Mario movie?
Oh, so it made that?
Oh, Mario? Hell yeah.
I didn't know that shit even came out. I mean, it's not my kind of, I would never watch this. Oh, okay. So he's just the voice.
Yeah. No. Oh.
Okay. I'm thinking that they're going live action, and I'm like, oh no. Okay.
No.
But yeah, I didn't even know that shit came out. That's crazy.
But Jack Black too is in Mario. He's Bowser.
Okay. I'm not a fan of his.
I don't think he gives a fuck.
No, of course he doesn't. But he was never funny. I'll give him. I
love Tenacious D.
School of Rock. I'll give you that. Because that was just like the real break. I get why it worked. I wasn't mad. I also found moments funny in the what's the one where he was the superhero, whatever. Nacho Libre. Stupid funny. You remember that?
Nacho Libre was everybody loved Nacho Libre so much. I was like, it's cool.
It was the Napoleon Dynamite era, so it worked.
I love Napoleon Dynamite.
Now Napoleon Dynamite is funny. But Nacho Libre had its moments. I didn't hate it.
It was a special movie.
Yeah, but then I mean everything else. I mean Tropic Thunder. I liked him in that. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say Jack Black is trash. Like Jack Black is actually good when it comes to in my opinion, when he's a part of an ensemble. I'm not mad at it, but it's like
Tropic Thunder. Wow.
This whole exactly. This whole I'm over the top and and all this kind of shit. Like, chill, bro. You're not funny. Like and they pay you too much money to do these fucking movies. Stop it.
But
I get it.
You point.
Yeah, you Kung Fu Panda. I get it, but I'm just gonna be real. You've gotten a lot of chances, my nigga, and you're not that funny. It's all good, but you've gotten a whole lot of chances that necessarily everyone doesn't get, Mr. Black. So yeah.
Oh man, Jack Black. You know what? Jack Black has a special part. Like Jack Black and Larry David both have special parts in my life.
Yeah, but Larry David's a different.
No, there's a reason though. Like Jack Black, my Uncle Sean, he was always like the cool guy, the tech guy, and everything like that. And like I remember when I was a little boy, I was like 11 or 12. The first time I ever saw weed was when my Uncle Sean walked into the room at fucking midnight. I'm watching TV. He just comes in, starts rolling up, and then he turns the TV on to Larry David, and he starts smoking. And I'm like, what is that? And it's just the whole moment was very, and so he also introduced me to the Tenacious D TV show when I was like 8 or 9 years old on HBO. It was on HBO. It was Tenacious D, and my uncle would just watch it, and I would just be like, "This is retarded. This is hilarious. This is stupid."
How many seasons did that get?
Bro, it got like 3 seasons or something like that. Look, if you go look it up, the Tenacious D, but he got like 2 or 3 seasons or something like that. But Jack Black was mad young. And like from there, I love Jack Black's music. I love The Pick of Destiny. I love Jack Black, man. I'll never hate on that white man.
Hey, I get it. I get it. Not for me. But I get it. Respect. Listen.
Not my
not for me. Wait, did you send the thing or did you send it to my text messages?
I think I just hold on. Just
share the note through the text here. Where I sent.
Okay, just yours.
No, do it in the. You can send it to the. Just because I'm on the computer.
Collaborate.
Where I just sent.
Oh.
Yeah, because that's the computer.
Oh, that's the computer.
The computer.
The computer.
All right. Well, while you're sending that, I'm gonna go to one more.
Go to the next one, please.
Let's see. So have you heard of there's this lady named Miss Rachel?
Uh-oh.
Have you heard of Miss Rachel?
What about Miss Rachel?
Well, Miss Rachel, it's actually kind of ridiculous. Miss Rachel is actually being YouTube star Miss Rachel faces attacks from pro-Israel groups after calling for aid to starving children in Gaza. So they said that she's doing a lot of people have come out and said that she's like pushing anti-Semitic messages. But I want to get your opinion on this. And let's see if they have the videos. Okay, where is it? Where is the video? I'm trying to find the clip. Where is it? Here we go. Share. Boop.
A picture of 2 babies in Gaza, and their thighs are like this small. Can't let children starve. That is not who we are.
So that's one video. The other one, she sings songs like God bless all the children in Israel. God bless all the children in Gaza.
Wait.
No, like it's so not like what it's being framed out to be.
Wait, I'm confused. Wait.
Here it is.
Children in Gaza, this is a prayer for children in Israel. This is a prayer for all the children. Please stop hurting them. This is a prayer for all the civilians.
But she's getting rocked right now.
It's
like how?
Please stop hurting them. This is a prayer for all the leaders.
I mean, obviously, you see the problem with this, right? This is terrible.
This is a prayer for all the presidents. Please stop hurting them.
And she's getting cooked. Like I'm talking about that they're trying to pull her show off of YouTube. They're trying to like people are not rocking with this. And it's kind of like, what's
I don't even know what to say, like, because
it's so ridiculous. It's so like
she just wants all the kids to stop hurting.
Hey. Shut up, Rachel.
The
fact that she even threw in the kids in Israel. She was like, hey, look, I'm gonna throw all the kids.
All the kids. All lives matter.
Hey, Miss Rachel, shut up. Oh, whoa. Now you want to believe that?
I mean, listen, man.
That's the Kanye in me. Oh,
hey, man. You know what I'm saying? Do it to us. I'm gonna do it to you.
I'm gonna do it to you. No, I saw like that headline. Hold on, I'll show you this New York Post headline, and it's literally there's people calling for her to be like, yeah, like cut the shit. Like we your shit needs to not be on YouTube. Kind of wild.
Yeah, no, that lady's
sure. YouTube star. You can see this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So many switching back and forth. Oh, you see that nice ad?
Yeah.
YouTube star Miss Rachel should be investigated for spreading Hamas propaganda over posts about kids. Anti-Semitism group tells AG Bondi. So it's gone to the Attorney General Pam Bondi. And so YouTube's top toddler whisperer, Miss Rachel, should be investigated over whether she's being paid to spread Hamas-aligned propaganda for her posts about the death of the kids in Gaza. A major anti-Semitism group tells Attorney General Pam Bondi. Miss Rachel, real name Rachel Griffin Accurso, has become the modern equivalent to Mr. Rogers, educating and entertaining all the young kids. Songs for Little streaming show, which has been viewed more than 10 billion times. Jesus Christ. But the Jewish civil rights watchdog group Stop Anti-Semitism said Mrs. Rachel is not so sweet. Stop Anti-Semitism takes issues with multiple posts Miss Rachel made about the condition of children in Gaza during the war, alleging that the content is either debunked or disputed by Israel.
This is why your Instagram got taken.
Given the vast sums of foreign funds that have been directed towards propaganda, I'm just saying this is kind of crazy. This is kind of crazy that this is getting
it's crazy, but let's really go deep into it. Are we
no, that's why things get taken down, because they don't want anybody to go deep into it. It's just crazy that
this is crazy. So let's do it. Israel. Are we compromised by them?
Oh, our country, 100%.
Is Trump compromised by them?
100%. I think every leader we have in Congress is like and mind you, this has nothing to do with, so people don't get it twisted. What we're saying has nothing to do with Jewish people who live there or who are walking the streets of America. That's not who we're talking about in this situation. We're talking about people.
We're not talking about all Jewish people.
We're talking about the people
all of the people we're talking about happen to be.
No, or we could even say people in positions of power. It wasn't the random Jewish guy who lives down the street who went and talked to the Attorney General about Miss Rachel. You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
This is coming from the state of Israel. Like, it's coming from the higher ups, Benjamin Netanyahu, over there and slightly lower. You know what I mean? And the groups that work with them. So when you look at it that way, 100%, yeah, our country is. If, in all honesty, I think we work for them, and I think a lot of it is because of there have been, we have proof? Maybe not necessarily. I mean, you have the Epstein files, but past that, a lot of these things are, I think, honeypot. They're honeypot.
Just get everybody in a compromise
organization
position.
Yeah, because compromise for you isn't compromise for me. And that's the
because honestly, we could just destroy you, get you out of here, and then on to the next guy.
That's
what it really doesn't matter what road you take.
It doesn't matter. And either way, you're going to have to, the money's going to have to run through, or there's some way you're going to have to deal with us. And that being said, yeah, that's why we run all of these organizations. Like, think of it this way. We will go to bat for that one state before anywhere else in that Middle East region. And there's multiple places that we could also line up with, but that's not what's going to happen. And I do think a lot of these things are just because as a government, yeah, most of the people in our government are compromised.
He said, "Wait,
we just go to suicide." That's hilarious. No, I mean, listen. It's once again, we're not saying anything bad about the people. We're saying that a state handles things. How about this? You want to compare it to things we do as Americans? Fair. So America, we just went over to Afghanistan, destabilized their whole shit. Then, went to Iraq, did the same thing. We want to go to Iran. This is what we do. This is what we do. That is our game. We have the #1 military, right? That's our game. Our money's worth nothing, right? Our money's worth nothing. It's backed by who? The military. That's basically it. So if that's backed by the military, I think a lot of their assets and things are backed by, blackmail.
Yeah.
So it's, I've just never heard, like, how much money are they throwing our way for them to be our strongest ally? How many wars have they gone to for us? Like, it's just when you put it that way, it's like, oh, well, there's obviously a play being ran here. And that's, and that's why it's like the numbers can be 70,000 on one side and then, like 1,000 people on the other side. It's kind of like, it's also, I heard something recently that, like, apparently even over there in like Palestine or in Gaza, like a lot of times, like, when people are, when they're actually arrested for something or anything like that, like there's no trial. It's a military trial. And they have like a 99% conviction rate.
He said, "You're saying stuff.
You're saying
in the world, there's just certain things you can't talk about."
Well, I gotta start wearing outfits that cover my face when I say it.
You gotta start wearing a vest like Elon.
Oh, he's wearing a vest now?
Oh yeah.
I ain't seen that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, what's the next thing?
I sent you the thing.
Let me see.
Did we talk about Studio Ghibli stuff last week?
No, we didn't.
And I wanted to because I if you just go on to X and just type in Studio Ghibli, like they've been taking famous movie clips and famous things.
Oh, I've seen that.
Putting it through AI and saying make it Studio Ghibli.
Yes.
And then it turns into this beautiful
Princess
Mononoke style.
And the guy who created it hates it.
He hated it, but before, because he just came out and said it. Mm-hmm. But before Zelda Williams, what's his name's daughter, she was talking about Robin Williams' daughter. She wrote a long message in regard to like people stealing that, and it takes people years to do that, and like you guys are just shitting on their craft and on their art, and by you doing that, how do you feel about that? Like, how do you feel about that?
Oh, I think it's ridiculous. Okay, I'll tell you what I hate more than people stealing the artwork style. What I hate more than people stealing our artwork style is it's the same way they bamboozled us into using Instagram a certain way in the beginning, or the same way they bamboozled us into using like Facebook in the beginning a certain way, or YouTube, or any of these places. What the fuck are we doing? You have all this computing power to create or to come up with or to figure things in the world out, and you're making fucking pictures? That's my problem off rip with it. It's like these AIs are so powerful. Like, so powerful. There are so many things we could do to further or better the world. But instead, niggas want to make avatars based on some shit that's already been made. Asinine. And it's so backwards. And it just shows us that you could give us all the answers and all the tools we need to better ourselves, and we will still just hang out and do dumb shit.
Yeah, for sure. But when it's something new, people have to.
Yeah, but I know people who are doing that and who have never used AI for anything actually useful. And that's what I'm getting at. I know niggas who have been like, oh shit, you could do that? Man, I'm gonna go make me one right now. What's it, ChatGPT? So nigga, you've never had the need or the feel or the use in your mind to use an AI chatbot to better something that you are doing, or to make you some money, or to build something.
That could be something that leads the people to actually do that?
You're already too fucking late, because you know what? The people who are about that were already doing that. And the people who aren't about that are now making fucking pictures. It's just what it is. It's just like the guy who knew that you were going to be able to make money off of Instagram. He figured that out pretty early. And he started making money off of Instagram pretty early. We're all the assholes who are late. He's like, Michael's like, I guess fair. It's
Nah,
like,
I'm just like, yeah, no, that's the way of
because if
looking
you
at it.
just looking at ChatGPT now, what about Grok? What about what's the other one called? Claude. What about Claude? What about like all these other things? Like nigga, I'm behind. You are so far behind. You're just making images. Like you're making images of things that already exist. You're not even using the AI to come up with a new type of animation or a new type of person no. This is asinine. And it just shows you how easy it is. Just like, do you remember when Facebook did that thing and they were like, hey, we stand with LGBTQs, and then they ran a test to see how many people would change their profile pictures. Do you remember that? And everybody had the rainbow. So you would see people's pages, and it was like a rainbow filter that went across your profile avatar picture. But there was something I remember reading that it was something about them releasing that was really just to get data on people and see how people move. And honestly, that makes sense because if you do that filter, then I know what kind of content I should probably push you, right? See what I'm getting at? It's like there are all of these things that they do sometimes, just like the whole black square thing. For all you know, that was market research. Oh, okay, so these people align with this. This will be good for when the politicians come along for the next presidential election or the next local election. Oh, well, we got the data. Well, 35% of niggas where you from changed their picture, right? So that means they're LGBTQ aligned. Okay, so then maybe we run this person. Come on, bro. It's like this shit. Like there's all data points to the things you do and the things that you put into these things. And I'm not saying I've been sitting here and being like smart about everything I put into these things. I'm just saying though, people are paying attention. So once again, let's try the Studio Ghibli shit. Let's just see what people do with. Oh, that got them moving. So then maybe we start pandering AI to be just some dumber shit. Not for the people who know what to do with it, but for the morons who just want to put. Oh, look at the picture. Look at me. I'm a toy now. And I'm a toy, and look at all the things I like. I like ice cream next to my toy. I like fucking morons. Like, people, get it together. Like, aim for something. Grow. Be better. Instead of complaining about the asshole who's creating Sam Altman, he's such a bad guy. He probably raped your sister. Blah, 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 blah. No, I'm saying this is what I'm saying. These are all the stories about Sam Altman. You haven't heard about Sam Altman since Studio Ghibli, now have you? This is what I'm saying. It's so easy to look over here. Now look over here.
Sam Altman did what to his sister?
You know nothing about this? Oh, no. Sam Altman's sister has written a letter saying that her brother has molested her at a young age. And the family has come out and said it's not true. Also, you know about the ChatGPT whistleblower, right?
He did.
He did.
He shot himself twice in the head.
You know why? Because usually after you shoot yourself the first time, you're like, whoa, just want to make sure.
He shot himself twice in the head. Yeah.
Twice.
Yes.
Twice. he must. The first one just great.
Very specifically. He shot himself twice.
In the head.
In the head.
And they found, I like how there's balloons. You are a sick fuck, Micah. That is hilarious. Where is it at?
Oh, no. Yeah, no, they said he shot himself twice in the head and he's suicide.
Ridiculous. Hold on. Where's the okay, we get out of this New York Post article. Now let's go back to X, share screen. I gotta find a quicker way to do this. This is very annoying. Okay, there we go. So you see this now. Sam Altman. Oh, that was I typed in Ghibli.
Studio Ghibli.
Yeah, I know. Fight, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, speaking of fight, the stock market did some fight. We'll get there in a second though.
Yeah, that was
man. Yo, hey, shout very quickly. I ain't never seen a world leader insider trade with the American people ever before in my life. I ain't never seen a president say,
It's good.
It's a good time to buy. Be cool.
You've never seen a president say that because you've never seen a president openly manipulate the market so freely without worrying about anything happening to him.
I was telling my
the
dad,
nigga walking around like he Putin.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I told my dad, I was like, look, it's all smoke and mirrors. I was like, think about it this way. I was like, that would be like if somebody told you right now, Maestro's gone. I said, your life would be ruined. And I said, and then 10 minutes later, I walk in and be like, I'm not gone, Dad. Now it's the best day of your life. Perception is a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's literally like you could be having the worst day ever. Someone tell you right now, you must be out of that place you live in by tomorrow. There is no way around it. There is nothing. And the market's down. And the IRS just hit you. Worst day of your life. Let a nigga an hour later tell you, you know what? Matter of fact, man, no, you good. You good for the rest of the month. This is just somehow turned into the best day of your life. It's the game.
Well, I listen. When it comes to me, I love it. I
love it.
I live like that for me. I live off. I've been sending messages to all my group chats. I've been telling everybody. I've been saying, "Hey guys, this is the time. This is the time to buy. If you were ever wanted to get wealthy, I called. I told everybody. I made sure. I said, guys,
it's a fire sale.
It's right now. Everything's very, very cheap. It's very cheap right now, guys. We should be buying. I was buying. I don't know if anybody else was buying. I was buying.
Bro,
and
you know, I put a nice at 220. Oh, was it 233? Put a nice rack in the Tesla.
How much did Tesla go up?
Went up to 268, 270, literally.
There you go.
3 days, 4 days later. And we know it's gonna go to 350.
Well, you know, look,
you're gonna take some time.
My thing about Tesla is that man's mouth. Like it's
but I like it.
It's volatile. No. I know what you like. It's not about that's the thing. He has a business, but now I would like to. It's just too shaky right now, especially for an investment. Especially with him like selling Twitter to himself because certain things are happening, but he sold it to himself at a loss. How do you sell something to yourself at a loss legally? I don't know. But like things are happening where he's starting to have to consolidate. And when you're paying it, I'm paying attention to these things. Like it's like I love what Tesla could do for the future, whether that be SpaceX getting us outer space, whether that be, the cars and everything, Neuralink, everything that he could be doing. It's great. His fucking like he is doing too fucking much.
No, I agree. But see, I like it for the fact that it moves so much because it allows, why I like it is it allows you to still buy in. So like in a sense of like where usually there isn't any like buying in, like as in like, once a stock starts doing well, you're kind of like, for example, I wish what's his name would say some shit. I wish Mark Zuckerberg would say some shit. That would be nice. I wish he would really say some shit to fuck up his stock so I could buy some. Because I ain't got $600 a share. So that's what I'm getting at. What I do like about Tesla is the fact that it seems like one of the few companies where it's like, oh no, I completely trust what they're building. I completely trust what they're going to be able to do in the future, but also the price is going to fluctuate. So like I might be able to buy another $2,000 at $220 a share and it's going to go back up.
But see, with Facebook, it's like, I feel like someone else can run Facebook if Mark Zuckerberg left, right? Fair. Like if in Amazon, I feel like
Bezos
he already left.
No.
He'd already left. Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody can step in and run the operations of Amazon. They do that already.
Right.
I don't think that's the same with Elon.
Not at all.
I don't think like I think that like things would change inherently. Like quickly and inherently. I think that like if he was to like I don't feel like he would be pushing. He pushes people. Like, I'm not like gonna be like act like he pushes people to work harder and get things done, and actually like he's really good at
he's
pushing
great at
people.
running a company
Great.
in that level. Yeah,
pushing people. You know what I'm saying? And really like and also separating what he has to do, because he has so many companies and all that stuff. It's amazing. But I think with also putting the United States government on his shoulders, as he, from his perspective, as what he's doing, I think that's something that I don't think he's we've talked about this last week. I just don't think he's mentally stable enough to handle a country. Like, to handle like the entire country. Now half of the country hates you and half of the country loves you. Fair. And I feel like,
but you know what I also think, though, no matter who you were, if you were going to stand next to Donald Trump, though, people were going to hate, half the country was going to hate you. So I think that's a whole other thing that we choose to, like, a lot of people ignore, because it could be like, oh, Elon's doing this, Elon's doing this. Well, if you didn't fuck with Trump, Elon standing next to the guy, you are automatically don't fuck with Elon. Like, there was nothing.
Only he's standing next to the guy, he's saying shit and standing on shit more than Trump. Fair. Like, Elon setting himself up for the biggest ooh-wop I've ever seen. Because it's like, I just feel like Donald Trump. Right. That meant like I know we love, like, let's really get down to it. We like Elon came here, he came into the country, built it up. We love calling that man a genius. He's the Donald Trump done seen niggas like that come
a million times over. No, major facts. He's really like, you remind me of David. David didn't last long. That is so true. You know why? I remember when Bill first got started. Yeah. We didn't really get along. Mr. Gates thought he had it all figured out. Literally, though, I see what you're saying.
I'm telling you, like, in my mind, personally,
Mr. Jobs, good guy. Steve Jobs, Bill Gates.
Bro, it's like, I know Trump just be sitting down looking at this nigga like, you know, you're an immigrant too, right? Like, you know, you're not from here, right? Like, there's something about, regardless, you don't like Trump, you don't fuck with Trump. I get it. That's still America. Like, that nigga is what America is. Like, no bullshit. And not even he's what America is. He himself, his family, we already went through the time.
Immigrants.
He's ingrained in this culture. Like,
right.
That nigga's setting that nigga Elon up.
No, and I don't disagree with parts of that at all. Like, no, for sure. I think it's you're going to be around as long as you're useful.
As long as you're useful.
As long as you're useful. And don't play yourself. That's what I feel like it is. But yeah, it's
because you're doing a lot of shit and taking a lot of liberties, and it's like,
I
already know
those phone calls or those jet visits or those plane rides probably because
I already know he's getting in his ass. You seen the new interview with Elon? Do you see him on Twitter?
He dressed a little different.
He's a lot more,
a little more buttoned up.
Somebody humbled him. I don't know what happened. But if you watch the last two, like his last interviews over the last 3 days, he looks really like.
I think it was also like somebody was on the like, hey, my nigga, why you always got to wear the hat when you pull up to the office? Like you wearing the hat, but you wearing it with a t-shirt and like, you know what I'm saying? It is the Oval Office. You know that, right? Like, I feel like in Trump voice, it's that. Like,
no, somebody stepped to him because it's like you're here every day, but we was just making fun of you, Ukraine's dude for coming in here. He's at war, and we was making fun of him for not wearing a suit. But your ass just gonna keep on coming in here every day with your son touching my boss.
And just touching the table, digging in his nose and shit. Nigga, what are you doing? Wait, have you seen that? There is a video.
Somebody was like, Nick, my nigga, I'll kill you. Somebody was like, nah, all that shit. Like, no, it'll be me.
Oh no, you gotta see this shit. The other day, it actually was kind of funny. because I was looking at the same shit. I was like, what? Okay, this is all I was thinking. I was thinking, think how much game this little nigga, let me see, is getting consistently. Hold on, where is it? Share screen. This shit is actually pretty. This motherfucker, they were walking across the thing, and then at one point Trump just stops and he just writes his name. He's like, to the news cameras, he's like, X. And I'm just like, this is crazy. Like the things that he's probably just hearing, or he's being told, like, it's just, there's so much game in that kid's life, and it's just gonna be like, he's probably gonna be such an asshole.
It's too much disarray. It's too much. He doesn't know who to listen to because he hears everyone's conversation.
Like it's unhinged, bro. Like this nigga's doing whatever he wants. We think Trump's doing whatever he wants. That little nigga's doing whatever he wants.
But see, that's the thing. He has too much stuff coming into him because he goes to see his mom, and his mom fucking hates Elon. And then Elon's probably be yelling about Trump when he's not around Trump. Like, this fucking guy doesn't listen. And then he just hears what his dad's hearing. And then he sees Trump, and then he's like, my dad said, and then he sees around. It's too much shit. You know who really got the sauce? It's Barron. Barron's got all the sauce.
Barron got all of it.
From a stable to parent home,
right?
That was the only person he had to listen to was his dad
and his mom.
Sometimes his fucking mom. And I'm in the fucking White House. Not all this extra shit and people.
Yeah,
Barron's the one that got all the.
No,
sauce.
You're right. Well, I think also what X seems like one day he's going to learn a really hard lesson. Because of what you're saying, like as a kid too, it's gonna be like you're sharing information you're not supposed to share that you were privy to by accident.
He's gonna say something. Yeah, he's gonna say something.
But
that's why you don't have children
in the Oval Office. Fair, but when he gets out of it, once he gets out of whatever that snafu is, that kid's gonna be so sharp. Like so. Also, think of it this way: Elon got a lot of fucking kids, right? A lot of fucking kids,
man.
Why is X the only one that keeps getting brought around?
Because that was the baby isn't that the baby he had with old girl?
Which one?
That's the famous baby. You know they always keep the famous
baby.
With
Grimes?
Yeah, they always keep the famous baby. You see Offset always be with Cardi B's kid, but he got 8 other kids and shit like that. Everybody always be with the famous baby. You don't see the non-famous baby. You only see the
because no one wants to see the non-famous baby. Nobody cares.
Awful.
I mean, I know it sounds bad, but it's also extremely true. Like, I mean, like you don't move headlines, nigga, if we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we don't know, stop it.
Awful.
It's sad, but also it's like, you know, like Kanye said, the whole thing of being famous is bad anyway. It's exploitation in its largest sense. So then you gonna give that to a kid? That's crazy. Okay, hold on. Let's look at this.
So
wait.
Where are we? Okay,
this is the U.S. bond.
All right, how do I start this over?
All reciprocal tariffs on all countries for 90 days, except for China, who now has a 125% tariff. The entire world now only subjected to a 10% tariff. Right in this, coming as the U.S. bond market was collapsing and the stock market was melting down. Right in China, they got hit with a 125% tariff.
It's a crazy tariff. Insane tariff. I think it's said fuck 104.
The U.S. They have also blacklisted American companies and they complained to the WTO. And this is notably despite the tariffs, the Chinese stock market finished green today. But there's also saying a top hashtag on Chinese social media today being America is fighting a trade war while begging for eggs. Additionally, the Chinese embassy comparing 2025 America to 1930s America. And this is U.S. Treasury Secretary Bassett saying that he will not rule out removing Chinese companies from American stock exchanges, with them also warning China against devaluing its currency. We had also seen the EU place a a 25% tariff on U.S. steel and aluminum, and they're now placing a 10% to 25% tariff on other American goods. And with that, it's unclear as I'm recording if the EU will lower or pause their tariffs in response to the drop of tariffs on them. But this also is notably a member of the European Parliament saying earlier today that if the tariffs continue any longer, Europe will have to consider entering an alliance with China against the United States. Additionally, with the EU reaching out to Beijing yesterday for help in containing Trump's trade war, Spain decided earlier today to pursue closer trade ties with China, rejecting a warning from America that doing so would be cutting your own throat. But easily, the biggest and immediate thing that we're seeing right now is that the market is absolutely exploding. Bessent is reportedly responsible for getting the president to back down, and you can check out our video yesterday on how he did that. But for now, follow to stay in the loop. Trump just caved and postponed all.
Shout out to Bessent.
Bro, so basically, over the past 3 days since Monday, it's Thursday. This motherfucker was like, "All right." He put like a 65% tariff.
Yeah, first China. It was 34, then it went up to like 80 something, then it went up to 104.
Then China was like, "All right, we gonna put 80%." He was like, "Oh, really? 125?
Bet."
Now it's 145. So now these niggas is going band for band. Like, it's just like
they in the club with bottles at the table,
just pouring the bottles out, just staring at each other, just like, what we gonna do? This is insane. This is insane. And then the stock market goes up.
Well, yeah, because also you're making up for like I said, it's all perception, right? It's all nonsense. So it's like when I was younger, I never used to understand when people used to be like, oh my God, I lost it all in the stock market. I never quite understood that because I always used to think to myself, like, how? But now I'm starting to realize that even people who are stable enough to stay and hold tight, they fucking panic and they be like, oh, it's down. Like, or they do dumb shit like, oh, it's up, so let me buy some. Like, what are you doing? Also, do you even know what this company does? Like, it'd be mad shit like that where I start to realize I'm like, oh, well, people are just like the stock. And don't get me wrong, you can lose money in the stock market betting on the wrong things for sure. But me and my dad were talking about this. I was like, well, the stock market's back up, blah, blah. I was like, it's really just all perception. He's like, well, people didn't lose trillions of dollars. And I'm like, yeah, but no.
Not really.
Like, yeah, not really. Like they did. Like I was like, basically, they're worth less than they were yesterday because all their stuff is tied up in assets. But like the guy who lost, or the company that lost $1 trillion, like, well, yeah, when it goes back up, they're gonna make back at
if you have
minimum half of
it in the stock market, it went down to 45, 44.
There you
go. That's like to give you an actual perspective of what happened.
There you
like
go. That's
if you had $50,000, it went down to 44.
I had 11 on my Robinhood, went down to 83.33 or 83.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's really like it's like it was like the worst day in the stock market, but like
it's a cumulative of the entire company and what the company. It's like like you're not taking L's like that, and most of the people who did take L's, they're just taking them because they know, well, it's gonna bounce back.
It's gonna go back up, and actually, this is an opportunity to get it at the lowest price that it's been in a year.
Fire sale.
But that's also relative. So, like me saying I lost 50, me saying someone could lose 5,000, 4,000, 6,000. You have a Dave Portnoy who could have lost 8 million because he had 25 or 30 million in the market. So then he lost 8.
But here's the crazy part. He still didn't really lose 8 because he's probably still holding all that stuff and he didn't sell.
Not only did he not, he didn't sell that day. Because the whole thing is the gain, the loss is only realized when you remove the money.
Yes.
When you take the money out of the account, then you realize that loss or gain, and then you've actually lost it. You just breathe and don't panic and take your money out. And if you just did that, it did in one day. Right. It went down 8%, and then it went up 10, or 8%, like in one day. So if you would have just bought when it was down, you would be in so much the green.
Man. All right, next one. I'm gonna skip on over to Terrence. No, that's where I was going. I saw you had this video. I said, "Oh boy, this is what I came to see. This is what I came to see." And also, I love that Terrence Howard somehow is on shows like Patrick Bet-David, like PBD. Like what?
Because he shouldn't be. Like the thing is, it's like you're an actor, bro. You shouldn't be.
Also, he shouldn't have to. Also, here's the other thing. It's sad because going back to why, like, I even started this show was more of like, yeah, good point, Terrence. What shows with people that look like you are going to give a fuck about anything you're talking about? And that's the sad part. The sad part is he go on a black show. He want to talk about his science or some shit like that, and they don't really get it, or his acting stuff. He go on these shows. They want to talk to this nigga about Diddy.
Wait. Oh no.
What happened?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
God damn it. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me.
Okay, there it is. It just went out. So I'm sorry.
No, you're all good.
Explanation.
It's all good. Look, let's go to Terrence.
Let's talk about some of the women.
What? What is this?
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah. Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I'm playing the music. Just looking at it. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like,
is this not a Chappelle sketch?
That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know this hands off with somebody. A number of producers coming to make the approach. And you threaten to punch them in the mouth. Threaten to knock their head off for talking to you like, or looking at you like you're a woman. When you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and said no to it?
The fact that he just keeps saying it and he would just look at me. Because all I'm imagining is like, with the toothpick, like it.
First and foremost. Secondly, Terrence Howard, Puffy was like, oh, easy prey. He was probably looking at He was probably looking at Terrence. He was probably staring at Terrence like, come on, you
know what I'm trying to do.
You know what I'm trying to do. You know why you here.
Hey, it's love, nigga. It's love,
man.
baby.
Hey, man, I'm from Cleveland, man. I don't do all that, man. I ain't saying that.
You know my father actually stabbed someone.
I thought we was here to talk about the Pythagorean theorem, man. And you over here.
What does he call him?
I thought we was talking about aerodynamics.
The dodecahedrons.
I found Puffy. I found a new way of flight. I found a new way to fly. I don't fly that way. I don't know.
That nigga showed Puff the little trinkets he had made, and Puff said, "Yeah, nigga, that's cool, but I want to see something else."
I also found a new way to do math. I can show you that as well.
Nigga, 1 + 1 = 2, nigga. Actually,
that's not actually
that. Actually, not quite. Not quite. That is crazy. That is crazy. Also, let's just be real. Do we believe that the baby oil bandit wanted Terrence?
Yeah.
You really? So you're like, I'm going with this story. Like, I'm not even. This nigga said, I'm not going to use any deductive reasoning.
Bro, at this point in my life, it's way too many stories of this nigga like trying to get to like at this where I'm at with Puff. I'm at like a place that's like that nigga's gay, and so what?
Yeah, but see, that's fine.
That's fine. That's why I'm at the place where I'm like, you trying to fuck? Like, it's not even a question. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, but it's, you know what it is? It's the tactics. It's the tactics, because everybody's story sounds like, okay, let's be real. You got $500 million your puppy or someone of that influence, you know, like you don't have to be creepy with soliciting people to sleep with. Like you don't have to be creepy. You have all, what Trump say? You have all the cards. So the fact that he moved in such a creepy way about it makes it like, I'm not even worried about Puff being, bisexual or whatever. Who cares? Why are you going about it this way?
That you don't think that's just his move?
But once again, why is your move so odd? Why are you calling Columbus short? Like, hey, after party, baby, after party in my hotel. Who are there? Well, it's just me right now. What?
See, we're not. All right, so here's the thing. You're not naming people that I'm like, that he wouldn't be like, yeah, he go.
Right.
Wait, no, fuck that, because Columbus short will kill me.
No. But I know what you're saying though. It's like we're talking about. You know what? I'm realizing what you're saying. We're talking about light-skinned niggas who are on TV. Who are? I feel you. So it's like
you understand.
If I'm gonna try somebody, just like who was the Little Rod guy? Right? That was his name.
Who was Little Rod?
No, but have you seen pictures of Little Rod?
Well, no, but that's there. I'm like, you don't want to fuck you.
Right. But also,
that's what.
I don't know. Also, when you see a picture of Little Rod, it starts to be very much like
Puffy might not want to fuck you, but did Puffy think he could fuck you?
I think
is that the picture of Little Rod that you're about to show?
Where is it? Hold on. I gotta go back to the thing. I'm trying to find. Where is it? Oh, you didn't put one up?
Oh no! What do you know? I thought you were looking for.
Oh one. No, I was looking for one. Yeah, that's why.
Oh no, I was just jumping to where you were. I thought you were just like Little Rod. You can see if you see Little Rod.
No, wait, no. It was. You know what it is? It's just like when they showed, like when they first did the breakdown of who he was, and they were showing like pictures of like this guy. It was kind of like, well, yeah, like if you was gonna try somebody in the room, he looked like the guy who you would try. Like that's like literally what we're talking about. Like it felt like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just feels,
yeah. No, so I get it. Yeah.
So hey, Puffy, to each your own. I was like, oh no.
Wait. Okay. Here we go. Come on, buddy. You're like, and mind you, don't know this guy. He's from Chicago. Shout out to him. I don't know what I'm shouting out for, but you know what I mean. Shout out to you for I guess getting the bag, whatever. But realistically,
admitting you're
come on, buddy. That's the guy. That's the guy you try.
Did you say Cuba Gooding Jr. tried him too?
Yeah, but light skin act.
That's what I was about to say. Hey, bro, all I'm saying is sounds like a type.
Does sound like a type. Damn, that is crazy. Wait. There was something else I wanted to I got one more thing that we can definitely close out on that it's fucking hilarious. Have you seen Anderson Cooper recently got cooked?
Cooked?
Anderson Cooper. Hold on. Look at this. He kind of got cooked because he did something very very not that important, but it's very important to today's society. So hold on.
What did he do?
Hold on. I'm gonna just show you the video. And Bernie Sanders' face is the funniest part of this video, my nigga. Like completely. You ready?
Call with that with Senator Bernie Sanders. I want to introduce Grace Thomas. She's a local civil rights attorney. She's a Democrat. Grace?
They them pronouns, actually. Thank you.
Oh.
Good evening, Senator Sanders. Polling and turnout data indicate that men of all racial demographics are turning away from the Democratic Party. But of course,
wait, say it one more time.
Call with that with Senator Bernie Sanders. I want to introduce Grace Thomas. She's a local civil rights attorney. She's a Democrat. Grace?
They them pronouns, actually. Thank you.
Oh.
Good evening, Senator Sanders. Polling and turnout data indicate that men of all racial demographics are turning away from the Democratic Party. But of course,
it's also hilarious that the intro is, oh, she's a this, she's a that. Oh, it's they them pronouns. And then her question is, men of all genders and ethnicities, or men of all backgrounds, are going away from the Democratic Party. Why do you think? It's like you had your
here's
answer.
my thing. Was there a nicer way to say her pronouns? In that?
No.
Is there a nicer way
by shutting the fuck up, because he obviously is just trying to introduce you, and you don't have all day, and this whole panel is not about you, right? Not about you. And he was definitely not calling you a she, thinking that you were some, like, it's back. You know what it's like? It's like, I look at the shit like that because it's so unnecessary, in the same way where it's like, if I were to come to you and I started talking some shit about, say you lost a little brother and I didn't know this, right? And I'm over here like, man, the niggas blah blah. Well, shit. Well, I mean, niggas driving that fast, if they get in a car accident, that's on them. And you're like, yeah, bro, but I had a little brother who that happened to. Damn, I feel bad. My bad. I'm sorry about that. I don't know. If I didn't know you, it is what it is. You're not gonna walk up to a nigga who you don't know, who's over here saying certain kinds of shit, and you're like, well, I'm offended by that because I haven't experienced with that. Nigga, I don't know you. I don't know you. I'm not supposed to know that. How would I ever know a person who's literally identifying, or at least looking identifiably like a woman, and I've been giving her background, which I'm probably reading off of the cue card, but she want to be a them.
No, so like I said, I agree with you. I just wanted to. The first thing I wanted to know is there a nicer way to say that? Is there a nicer way to be like, other than just be like, shut the fuck up? I'm gonna get to my point, but is there a nicer way to interject that in this moment?
Well, you could have started the way I would have done it. I would have, but once again, this is coming.
You wouldn't have done it. You wouldn't have.
But I was gonna say this is also coming from a reasonable brain. I would go, hey. I'd be like, hey, thank you, Anderson. By the way, they, them pronouns, all good. I wanted to know what's the
something like that.
You
know
beat,
what I'm saying?
you beat
but
reasonable.
You said that, and here's where my fucking problem lies. Here's where I get it. When I was it was a few years back, I was at a party, and my friend was introducing someone to someone.
Right.
And he was like, yeah, this is da-da-da, she's da-da-da. And she just was like, yeah, but what's my pronouns, nigga? And I was like,
oh, I don't like you
ever since that moment, I was like, all right, this is like aggressive, and it's not just aggressive, it's like aggressive, like because you want to be aggressive. Because until you tell someone your pronouns, how are they supposed to guess what your pronouns are? They're going to refer to you as what the world refers. So it's just you wanting to buck up at me. So now I'm gonna take this as disrespect. Like you're trying to play me. You're trying to make it.
It's also main character syndrome, and that's another thing that we have to take into account. Like, you do understand, regardless of who you are and whether you deserve it or not, everyone wants to feel special, buddy. That's why everybody celebrates their birthday. Everybody wants to feel special. Like, that is a part of life. And then the people who don't want to feel special are people who are like so jaded because they never feel special that they're like, oh, fuck it. That doesn't matter to me. I don't care what people think. But that's just because they always get shit on. You see what I'm getting at? Like, everyone wants to feel special. No one likes being hated. No one likes being, but some people are special for reasons because they do things, they put things in the world, they've created things, they're rich, they're, what I'm saying, they have something to be special. They're tall and they're an athlete, they're special. And then they got a voice on them, they can sing, they can dance, they can act, they can whatever skill they can
dance.
Yeah, they can make they can sing, they can dance, they can do woodwork, like, you know what I mean? They can speak. Like, there's so many reasons. They're funny. There's so many reasons to be special. But you want yours to be the vessel that you were put in that you didn't like. So this is where the issue turns, because it turns into, why are you making everyone else play your game?
It's fair. Oh, go to the is this real in the because I think this would also add on to what we said, and would be a funny little tag off too.
Is this real?
The
U-turn signs?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Let me see. This is this is on Instagram. That's shocking. Hold on, let's see. Wait. So I always have to pick a different window. So next time try to find all of these on X. Easier.
Copy.
Yeah. Because then I have to keep finding the window I want to share.
Yeah.
Without, sharing the entire screen. Let's see. Where is the StreamYard I want?
And they're cloning wolves, bro.
I saw, but they're also letting wolves out into the wilderness, which is also fucking retarded. Like they're letting wolves out into places that don't have.
You know why I feel like you're brave? Because it's like I want to reclaim the word retarded, but it's just like something in me that won't let me say it like naturally. Because I feel like
really, because I don't think people who are actually retarded have a problem with people calling things retarded.
Whenever I refer to the word, I would call myself retarded. Like I would be like in reference, I'd be like, I'm so retarded, and my little sister would be like, don't say that, and she just instilled it that it's like not cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, I also look at it like, hey, retard is a music word, right? So retarded, it's just the previous, the past tense, right? Of
retard is in music. That is what slow.
Yeah, the same thing it means in life. Like this is what I'm saying. It's not like retarded is a bad word. Retarded means that somebody's their brain, like someone has if they have mental issues, then they're mentally retarded. It means they're mentally slow. That's all that means. So then you're calling a friend or being like, I think that's fucking mentally slow to think that you need to do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I definitely think like calling something gay is worse than calling something retarded. Even though I don't think either one is like, oh my God, you should be taken off the internet. It's fucking stupid because obviously most of the time when someone calls something gay, they're not at all referring to anything sexual.
No.
You know what I mean? Like it's not at all, because it's also not, if I look at a person, I go, oh man, he's super gay. But he is, that's not offensive, right? So how's the word gay offensive? It's weird. It's the mental gymnastics people want to play to also, once again, I feel like it's that main character syndrome. It's having a problem with something that you could just let fucking go, because most people aren't saying it with malicious intent anyway. But
whenever I drink hard cider, I immediately went right before I sip it, I say gay, and then I every time.
Hey, you know what? And that would be a very accurate time to do that. The only thing, listen, that's a reasonable thought. What is it? Hard ciders are the number one drink amongst gay men.
I didn't know that fact, but
it's not. I don't know if that's a fact. Listen, I love a hard cider. They're delicious. Delicious.
I didn't know that fact, but every time I drank it, I felt that fact. Like it was like.
Well, but it's funny though, because it's still more. Well, that's the funny part. It's still more manly than drinking a fucking seltzer.
Well, I'll never drink a seltzer. But like IPAs, they're like kind of gross.
They're
so it's
disgusting.
just like
disgusting.
But like, if I can drink apple juice, that's alcohol. That sounds so gay.
I think we have a line in the Mardi Gras episode where I look at you and I say, yes, because you drink like a woman. And I complete that. You want something with sugar and a fruit inside of it. And that also aligns with what we were just talking about.
Cucumber fruit?
I think it technically is.
Is it?
Let me see. Cucumber.
Because I don't look for fruit. I look for refreshing. And usually when you get something refreshing, it has some type of cucumber and some type of mint.
Yes, botanically, a cucumber is considered a fruit. While often used and thought of as a vegetable in culinary context, a cucumber develops from the flower of the plant and contains seeds, fulfilling the botanical definition of a fruit. And there you have it.
Okay.
Yeah, I love how you wanted to kind of argue that, but you're like, I guess he's reading it from
I
you.
don't argue when I'm wrong.
He said, but I still disagree in my mind.
It feels like a vegetable.
Hold on. All right, so let's do this one.
Okay.
LA City Council members Hugo Soto Martinez and Nithya Raman were on hand today to help remove the signs. They say the no cruising and no U-turn signs were put up in the 1990s to prevent people in the gay community from meeting up with other gay people.
I was also surprised that these U-turn signs were still up. And at first, they seem a little, okay, it's just a no U-turn sign. But when you learn the history of it and you realize that these were used to profile gay people, it's so important that we have these removed.
The LA City Council members say the signs were put up after the gay community began to grow and because there was a gay bar in that area.
Okay, I get it now. So U-turn signs are homophobic and stop signs are anti-Semitic. Or is that where we're going now? And
octagon
and yield signs, yield signs are Black Lives Don't Matter. Is this what we're doing? Is it like are people when I see shit like this? Even I'm gonna go back to their pronoun him right or them right their face. Fuck that up. I did it right now. Fuck that up. I just want to go back to I don't even know if I can say buddy, whatever, ma'am, sir, person. I'm gonna go back to them. This is what's ridiculous. My question comes.
Hugo Soto Martinez and Nithya Raman were on hand today to help remove the signs. They say the no cruising and no U-turn signs were put up in the 1990s to prevent people in the gay community from meeting up with other gay people.
What changes in your life after this? Or who's giving you a check to do this?
I was also surprised that
because that's actually Fountain and Hyperion. So that's probably like, where is that? That's
it's in Los Feliz.
Los Feliz, so that's what, northeast?
Gay people are so welcome over there. They're so welcome. Like, this what I'm saying. Where that is, there is no way that there's a problem.
That's Silver Lake.
Yeah,
like, that's
Silver
like,
Lake. Yes.
That's like Silver Lake area. Silver Lake has like
the most liberal,
but also have money. That's probably like the Disney's nephew that's getting that taken down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like
I'm just like the fact that you have the time to do this. Because once again, I believe in everybody. Because listen, we all have as we know, we all got our own shit that we stand on or that is important to us. And that, hey, let's be real, makes the world better. There was somebody fighting for gay rights and they made the world better. There's someone fighting for African American rights. They made the world better. There was somebody fighting, you know what I mean? There was somebody fighting for Jewish rights. They made the world better. There's somebody fighting for Palestinian rights. Still working on it. But I say all of that to say, when you realize that people have worked hard to be able, to make changes to things that have had like long lasting impacts. When you start looking at these fucking side missions that people are doing for what's gained here? There's no U-turn signs there. What if people also make fucking U-turns there? Is that don't say like once again, are we going to call stop signs racist now? You know that there have been people who said math is racist. The whole system of mathematics is racist.
Who said that?
Let me find this before.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I saw how the Chinese do their multiplication tables, and it's so much better than ours.
Okay, but I mean, aren't they just smarter than us, generally speaking?
Well, actually, it might be the way they teach.
For sure. Well, it might be the fact that they actually think teaching is important and that learning is important. And the whole idea of a two-parent household. Also, the fact that their TikTok teaches STEM and our TikTok teaches them. Like, what are we doing?
Sounds like an America problem.
It is 100%. But also, I mean, let's also be real. Their stock market, they got 104 fucking % tariffs. Their stock market was still in the green.
Ours was a day later. Everyone,
right? But ours was red. Ours was red. Theirs was green the day before. It was green after. They're at a surplus, sir.
Yeah, but also trying to be fucking around with their money.
Oh,
like
yes. And they be lying.
Like, they be lying. Like that's where I wanted you to get to, nigga. Like
it's listen, bro. It's like North Korea. It's like Russia. China's just like. You know what it's like? It's like if you was like, yeah, bro. So tomorrow we gotta do blah blah. You got the $5,000, right? Yeah. I'm China. You ain't about to check. You ain't about to.
You're not gonna come over here and get it, nigga. Do you know China's been stealing from the movie industry? Do you know
how
like
so?
there's like real stories of like people being like, yeah, we made 300 million in China, but we only got back
150.
Like 150. Like the three, like I mean, they made 500. We're supposed to get back 300, but they only got back 100.
I believe that.
You know what I'm saying? Like China's been doing that, and then they'd be like, good luck to however you want to. That's why niggas, when movies go to China, they be excited that it makes money, but they don't know if they gonna get it.
Right. And you better make every ethnic actor smaller on the fucking poster. Because no one wants to see that shit.
You not
in the back.
Smaller on the poster. Chinese people can't necessarily be the villain if you really want to play it out here. You have to hire one of our major actors to put into your movies or something like that. So there's always an actor that doesn't speak English. It's Chinese. Like when Tony Stark had to get his thing, it was a Chinese.
Right, I remember.
We're pandering.
But guess what? Guess what? And I'm gonna close it out with this. Doesn't that sound like a group of people who know how to enrich and uplift themselves? Now look at every other group of people. Every group of people. No. I'm saying that is the way you do things. You don't allow people to come to your fucking country and say negative things about you. You don't allow people to. You see what I'm getting at? You don't allow movies to come in where you don't have representation. You don't allow these things, but you know what we do? We allow it over and over and over again, and then we wonder why we have the fucking issues. So don't get me wrong, everything you're saying, I get it. It's like, oh, we're really pandering and playing the game. But at the same time, that is how you keep your country strong, and that's how you keep your people strong, and that's how you keep your people, what's the word? Disciplined and not disciplined, in line. That is how you keep your people in line. And that is why you don't see certain kinds of shit happening in China that you see happening here consistently. And don't get me wrong, not saying that I would, ever want to be, live over there instead of America. But I'm just saying it's a better central system of enriching your culture and your people. In America, we so quick to just want to just bite other cultures and do some other shit. Like we don't have. We don't have.
We biting.
I mean, we don't. America just kind of rips everybody else's culture and then calls it America, and then it's a melting pot. That's what I'm saying.
But see, being that we are a melting pot, we're not China, where everybody just look exactly alike.
That's also why we don't. That's also why we don't have free healthcare, because we don't want everybody to be good, because everybody is not deemed American. It's fucked up, but it's true. I always say this. I know Finnish people, Swedish people, fucking. I look at them. I go, man, people really want to see y'all win in Finland. Why? Because everybody's fucking Finnish.
Everybody's white.
And not only white, we're all actually Finnish. We give a fuck about us. And you look like me.
No, yeah, that's yeah.
No, but that's what, but it's still, we are in this concentrated area. We come from this. We're Sweden, the same shit. We're over. We are the same people. So it's just by default, yeah, you're still going to have your problems. You're still going to have your bullshit. But here,
America, we are the same people. I'm the same. I'm American, just like you.
No. They will never allow. They will never allow us that. You better put an African in front of that, nigga.
Well, I am American as hell. I
ain't never been to Africa. But you want to know something? They're not gonna call you, and that's what I'm saying. When you have those little caveat nonsensical things, this is though why you have all of these other issues. Because everybody doesn't have the best interest of the country at heart. They have the best interest of their group at heart. And more importantly, themselves.
End it.
And that's out. That's all. We out. Peace.
Bye, niggas.
Bye.